class. In the last previous lecture, we have learned about the particular colloidal solution, suspension solution, as well the two solution, about their difference. So briefly, we are today going to learn about the physical change as well as chemical change, the examples, and the separation techniques for the heterogeneous mixture which separate out solute and solid. So first thing, when we talked about for today is, so today we are going to learn about physical change and chemical change, then about separation of constituent from a heterogeneous mixture, then we learn about the filtration method, then we learn about the magnetic separation, then we learn about the separation of constituent from a mixture containing salt, sand, as well the iron films. So children, when we talk about these all things, physical change and chemical change already we have learned in class 7. What is physical change and what is chemical change? So very common example which we have learned in 7th class, that is melting of the wax candle. Okay, or a particular burning of a candle. Burning of candle is also having a two type of change, physical as well as chemical. So briefly we learn about the difference that what is chemical change actually and what is the physical change actually. So when we talk about the difference between physical change and chemical change, physical change is a temporary change, वो थोड़े टाइम के लिए होता है. वाटर को फ्रीज करो तो वो आइस बनता है, और आइस को अगर मेल्ट करो तो वो वाटर बनता है, और वाटर को इवापोरेट करो, वाटर को टेम्परेचर दो तो वो वाटर वेपर बनता है, जिसमें वाटर अपनी प्रॉपर्टी चेंज करता है नहीं, एंड दैट इज देयर फॉर द सेवरल पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. उसे आप फिर से या तो वाटर से आइस में, या तो आइस से वाटर वेपर में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. ओके, सो व्हाट वी कैन से अबाउट फिजिकल चेंज, वो टेम्पररी चेंज है, उसे इजीली रिवर्स कर सकते हो. मैंने अभी समझाया कि अगर आप वाटर ले रहे हैं तो वाटर को आप अगर मेल्ट करो, और सर वाटर को अगर आप बॉईल करो, इट विल कन्वर्ट टू वाटर वेपर. और अगर वाटर को आप व्हेन वी टॉक्ड अबाउट आइस को आप मेल्ट करो तो वो वाटर वेपर. So ice convert to water and water convert to water vapor. So that is nothing but changing the state of matter. वो क्या करेगा, खाली उसकी फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी को चेंज करेगा. That means वो सॉलिड से लिक्विड होगा और लिक्विड से गैस होगा. उसकी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी में कोई चेंज करेगा नहीं. तो मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि वो टेम्पररी चेंज है. टेम्पररी चेंज में वो थोड़े पीरियड, सच पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए वो रहता है, फिर से आप उसे रिवर्स कर सकते हो. फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ सब्सटेंस इज चेंज, दैट मीन्स वो सॉलिड से लिक्विड हो सकता है, लिक्विड से गैस. कोई नया सब्सटेंस फॉर्म होता है नहीं, नो न्यू सब्सटेंस इज गोइंग टू बी फॉर्म ड्यूरिंग दिस चेंज. दैट मीन्स वाटर इटसेल्फ इज हैविंग द ओन प्रॉपर्टी, इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज इट्स प्रॉपर्टी. देयर इज नो चेंज इन द एनर्जी. कोई एनर्जी दैट मीन्स ना तो हीट इवॉल्व होती है, ना तो हीट एब्जॉर्ब होती है ड्यूरिंग द चेंज. एंड नो मास ऑफ द सब्सटेंस डू नॉट चेंज. मास जो है वाटर का 18 ग्राम, वो 18 ही रहने वाला है, इसमें कोई चेंज होगा नहीं. ये हो गया फिजिकल चेंज के. अब हम केमिकल चेंज की बात करते हैं. अब मिल्क लेते हैं. मिल्क में अगर आप लेमन नहीं है तो आप मैंने जस्ट एडिंग द बटर. सो व्हाट हैपन, इट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू कर्ड. सो मिल्क ने क्या किया, मिल्क से कर्ड में प्रॉपर्टी चेंज हो गई. मिल्क की प्रॉपर्टी अलग है, वी कैन ड्रिंक इट. कर्ड वी कैन ड्रिंक, बट मिल्क इज देयर स्वीट इन टेस्ट, वेयर एज कर्ड इज देयर which type of taste? Solid. So when I talked about milk and a curd, you cannot again take back the milk from that curd. So we can say that chemical change is a permanent change. उसमें आप कोई चेंज कर सकते हैं नहीं, उसमें आप कोई छेड़छाड़ कर सकते नहीं. आयरन अगर रस्ट हो रहा है, कोई लोहा है, लोहा बहुत टाइम के लिए पड़ा हुआ है, तो उसकी प्रॉपर्टी वो क्या कर देगा, चेंज, वो इजीली टूट जाएगा. Then the newly pipe of iron and the very few months back when you are just taking the iron for a such period of time, दोनों को अगर आप कंपेयर करो तो आयरन की प्रॉपर्टी में चेंज होगा. ठीक है, इट कैन नॉट बी रिवर्स. जैसे आप रिवर्स कर सकते हैं, उसकी फिजिकल और केमिकल दोनों प्रॉपर्टी क्या होगी, चेंज. मिल्क कैसा है, लिक्विड. कर्ड कैसा है, सॉलिड. तो फिजिकल एज वेल एज केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी. मिल्क स्वीट है टेस्ट में, कर्ड कैसा है, सॉलिड. न्यू सब्सटेंस इज फॉर्म, दैट मीन्स मिल्क में से मुझे क्या मिला, कर्ड. दैट मीन्स एक नया सब्सटेंस मुझे be changes during that particular change. That means या तो heat evolved हो सकती है या तो heat absorbed हो सकती है. And mass of the substance is also going to be changed. जो मास है सब्सटेंस का उसमें भी या तो वो डिक्रीज हो सकता है या तो वो इंक्रीज हो सकता है. चिल्ड्रन अगेन वी जस्ट हैविंग अ लुक बैक ऑन द डिफरेंस. ये टेम्पररी टाइप ऑफ चेंज है. फिजिकल चेंज इज अ टेम्पररी टाइप ऑफ चेंज. केमिकल चेंज इज अ permanent type of change. Okay, when we talked about it can be easily reversed. Second is it cannot be reversed. Physical property of a substance is changed. Both physical as well as chemical properties are going to be changed. No new substance is formed. Water itself remain as it is. Here new substance is formed. That means you are getting curd from the milk. Milk is a different substance. Curd is a different substance. There is no change of energy. Energy में कोई change होगा नहीं. Here energy is always going to be, energy change is always going to be takes place. That means heat या तो evolved हो सकती है या तो absorbed हो सकती है. Mass of the substance is not going to change in the physical change, whereas mass of the substance which is going to be changed during the chemical change. That means या तो वो increase हो सकती है या तो वो decrease हो सकती है. So that is all about what the difference between the physical change and chemical. Now we just have a look that how we classify the particular as a physical change and chemical change. पहला ही मैंने पढ़ा है milk to curd. कौन सा change होगा? It is a one type of chemical change. चलो, it is a chemical change. Burning of magnesium ribbon in the MC. Magnesium ribbon is a chemical substance. Okay, so जैसे ही वो ऑक्सीजन के साथ burning require oxygen. सो जैसे ही ऑक्सीजन के प्रेजेंस में वो बर्न होगा एक नया सब्सटेंस फॉर्म होगा जिसे हम बोलते हैं मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड. दैट मीन्स मैग्नीशियम की अगर बात करते हैं तो वो ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करके एक नया सब्सटेंस बना रहे हुए मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड. तो ये भी कौन सा चेंज होगा? केमिकल चेंज. सो बर्निंग ऑफ मैग्नीशियम रिबन इन द एयर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज केमिकल चेंज. Iron age, rusting is nothing but we have learned in 8th class that it is a corrosion. That means slowing eating up of the outermost layer of the iron due to that presence of air or water. तो उसे बोलेंगे हम कि ये भी कैसा है? आयरन अपनी प्रॉपर्टी चेंज कर देगा, इसलिए ये भी कैसा है? केमिकल चेंज. आयरन में से किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? आयरन ऑक्साइड जिसे बोलते हैं रस्ट. ओके, हाइड्रेटेड आयरन ऑक्साइड विच इज नोन एज रस्ट. तो रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन मीन्स भी कैसा चेंज होगा? चलिए केमिकल चेंज. डिसॉल्विंग सॉल्ट इन वाटर, तो ये फिजिकल टाइप ऑफ चेंज है. आप अगेन सॉल्ट को इवापोरेशन करो, सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन को, तो फिर से आपको सॉल्ट मिलेगा. और सॉल्ट की प्रॉपर्टी सॉल्ट जैसे ही वाटर में डिसॉल्व होगा चेंज होगी नहीं. तो मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि ये कैसा चेंज है? फिजिकल चेंज. इट इज नोन एज फिजिकल चेंज. बर्निंग ऑफ कोल बर्न होता है तो मुझे पता है कि कौन सा गैस इवोल्व होगा, या तो कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड या तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. तो नए दो सब्सटेंस फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, तो नया सब्सटेंस फॉर्म होगा तो हमने अभी पढ़ा है कि जो कौन से टाइप में होगा चेंज की? केमिकल चेंज. ओके चलिए, सो कीप इट इन माइंड ऑल थिंग्स. कटिंग ऑफ ट्रीज को काट दो तो पहले जो पत्ते थे वो आएंगे नहीं, दूसरे नए वॉट एवर द लीव्स आर न्यू लीव्स आर गोइंग टू बी देयर on the trees. So we can say that is also a type of chemical change. Merging of water in a pan, this is known as a physical change. Which type of change? Physical change. Again, when you just keep that butter in the freezer, you can get the water in a solid form from the liquid form. Freezing of water, already we have learned that water when you solidify, that is known as which process? Solidification. चिल्ड्रन, आइस वाटर को अगर आप फ्रीजिंग करो या तो उस प्रोसेस को बोलते हैं सॉलिडिफिकेशन. तो ये भी होगा कौन से टाइप का चेंज? फिजिकल चेंज. चिल्ड्रन, सो यू हैव आइडिया दैट हाउ टू राइट, हाउ टू क्लासिफाई. ड्राइंग ऑफ वेट क्लोथ्स इन सनलाइट, दैट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज विच टाइप ऑफ चेंज? वेट क्लोथ्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज देयर प्रॉपर्टीज, सो इट इज ऑल्सो कैटेगराइज्ड एज a physical change. So children, that is all about what? It is all about the classification of the physical change as well as the chemical change. And already we have learned, children, that physical change as well as chemical change, in which physical change is a temporary change, chemical change is a permanent change. Physical change is reversible, chemical change is not reversible. एक नया सब्सटेंस फॉर्म होता है ड्यूरिंग केमिकल चेंज. नो न्यू सब्सटेंस इज फॉर्म ड्यूरिंग द फिजिकल चेंज. Physical change in which physical properties is going to be changed, and chemical change both physical as well as chemical, both of the properties are going to be changed. So this is all about the example conversion of milk to curd, burning of magnesium during testing of iron nails. These are known as chemical change. Whereas dissolving salt in water, whereas melting of butter in a pan, freezing of water, drying of wet clothes in sunlight, this is all are categorized as physical change. Again, burning of coal and cutting of trees, they are also categorized as chemical change. Now we learn brief about the particular techniques where there is a need to separate solute and solvent due to the impurities. There is a need to separate them. So in the next slide, what we are going to learn about that separation of constituent by a process which is known as filtration. So what is the principle? What you can write about the filtration? Filtration is always used for the suspension type of solution, and we have learned that suspension solutions are heterogeneous, in which you can see the solute particles with your naked eyes due to the larger size which is more than 100 nanometer. So solute and solvent are separated by this method. So you can write that this is known as principle of the technique. Now we learn about one of the activity which is used to separate out mud. We are taking here mud from water by filtration. So what we require, either mud or soil. We require water, we require filter paper, we require funnel, we require tripod stand, or we require conical flask or beaker. So these are the material required. How we separate out mud or sand from water. So what we are just going to do, we are just going see the diagram which is there given in your textbook, and we have discussed briefly about this reaction particular method. So this is the round shape is known as a filter paper. ये filter paper है. So अभी क्या किया इसके साथ filter paper is going to be there. Step 1, we'll just folding it to half. Then we'll just again doing the second step. Then we'll just again folding it. And then after making the corner of the filter paper. So that is the very first method. We have to take the filter paper, we have to fold it half, then again we have to fold it, and we have to make a cone of the filter paper. Then next when we talk about, next is we have to keep that filter paper in the funnel. This cone type particular apparatus, that is known as funnel. In the lab we have just this funnel is available, that is made up of either glass or either plastic. Then next when we talked about third step, what we have to do is we have to take a beaker in which we are taking the mixture of soil and water, or you can write sand and water. Then what we have to do is we have to take the funnel, you can see here, which is having the filter paper inside in it. You can see the filter paper here. Then you have to pour that solution. So what happened? Then soil particles. These are the soil particles which are not going to be passed through the filter paper, which is known as residue. The substance which remain on the filter paper after filtration, that is known as residue, and whatever the solution you are getting after the filtration, which is known as filtrate. Okay children, so that is all about what? About the diagram which is there given in your textbook, how to just do the filtration method. You have to take the beaker in which you have to take the mixture, or heterogeneous mixture, or we can say that the suspension solution, which is either soil and water, or either sand and water, or either sand and salt you can take. Then you have to take very first step, you have to take a filter paper, a round shape filter paper, and then after you have to make it a half, then again you have to fold it, and you have to make a cone of it, and that cone you have to just add into that particular conical flask here, and then you have to just pour that solution. So what happened? The substance solute particles cannot pass through the filter paper due to their larger size. उसकी large size की वजह से वो उसमें से pass through होंगे नहीं, जिसे बोलते हैं residue, और pass through होने के बाद जो solution हमें नीचे मिल रहा है उसे बोलेंगे filtrate. So that is all about what? The filtration method. So other which particular you can separate out by the filtration method. So you can also separate out sand and salt solution, sand and water, chalk powder and water, iron particles and salt. about sulfur. Sulfur is not dissolved in water. So it is dissolved in which solution? It is dissolved in carbon disulfide solution. So whenever it dissolves in carbon disulfide, so what you can do is you can separate out the iron particles. Or the other technique which is used for this, that is known as magnetic separation. So we have briefly learned about that particular. And then lastly we see that process of filtration by the video. First we will discuss about magnetic separation. Then after we learn about the new term, filtrate. What is filtrate? The solution collected in conical flask or beaker. आफ्टर फिल्ट्रेशन हो जाने के बाद जो मुझे बीकर में या तो कॉनिकल फ्लास्क में सोल्यूशन मिल रहा है, इसमें क्या बोलूँगी? फिल्ट्रेट. रेसिड्यू किसे बोलूँगी? जो सॉल्यूट पार्टिकल्स है, मैंने सस्पेंशन में पढ़ा है कि उसकी साइज लार्जर होती है, जिसकी वजह से आप उसे देख सकते हैं. सो ड्यू टू दैट लार्जर साइज, व्हाट हैपन, दैट पार्टिकल्स आर नॉट गोइंग टू पास थ्रू दैट फिल्टर पेपर और दैट दे आर गोइंग टू रिमेन ऑन दैट फिल्टर पेपर. दैट particular particles are known as residue. So two new terms we have learned about filtrate and about residue. Now we learn about the magnetic separation. Only iron particles which are attracted toward magnets can be separated by this method, that is known as principle. Or you can write that it is used to separate the components from a mixture if one component is having magnetic property and another is having non-magnetic property. So here we are just taking sulfur powder which is yellow in color and iron fillings. So what happened? We are having sulfur which is yellow in color, iron filling brown in color. We mixed up that particular. And then after what we are going to do, we are just taking the magnet towards that particular mixture. So what happened, that iron particles, it is going to be just attracted towards the magnet, and you can separate out sulfur as well, the iron fillings. So that is all about what? The magnetic separation. उसका प्रिंसिपल अगर लिखना है तो क्या लिखोगे कि ये ऐसे मिक्सचर में से नॉन मैग्नेटिक और मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टी वाले सब्सटेंस को क्या करता है? सेपरेट. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो यूज टू सेपरेट आउट सॉलिड मटेरियल. ओके, सो सॉलिड आयरन फिलिंग इज देयर इन सॉलिड फॉर्म, whereas sulfur is also there in solid form. So when you mixed it up and when you just having your magnet nearby the particular mixture, you can easily separate out by the magnetic property. So that is used for the mixture in which one component is having magnetic property. That means iron is magnetic, iron is having magnetic property, sulfur is not magnetic in nature. Sulfur cannot attract towards the magnet. So you can separate out by this method. Now we will talk about the particular salt, sand and iron fillings. So how we are going to separate out? So first what we are going to do is we are just doing the magnetic separation. Magnetic separation की वजह से क्या होगा? Iron fillings is going to be separated from that particular, and we are having sand and salt. So what happened? We are doing the filtration of this. That means what we are going to do is we are dissolving them in water. When we are dissolving in water, salt is dissolved and sand remain undissolved. So what we are just having is sand as a residue and salt as a filter. So what is residue? The particular particles which remain on the filter paper, they are known as residue. And when we talk about salt, it is salt solution. That means it is there easily passed through the filter paper due to its small size of particles. So it is known as filter. So that is all about today. In the next module, we will learn about the furthermore separation techniques. What we have learned about the physical change, about the chemical change. We have learned about the example. We have learned about the filtration. We have learned about magnetic separation. We have learned about the flow chart. So, एग्जाम में फ्लो चार्ट के क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं कि बाय द यूज ऑफ फ्लो चार्ट सेपरेट आउट सैंड, सॉल्ट एंड आयरन फिलिंग्स. So what you have to do is first you have to write that particular in the box, that is sand, salt and iron fillings. Then first step, what you have to do in the first step? In the first step, you have to do the magnetic separation. So you are getting iron fillings and sand and salt. Second step में हमने क्या किया? Filtration. So here we have used two techniques, that is magnetic separation and filtration. By these two methods, you can separate three components from the mixture. Now we will learn briefly about the process. We will see that particular We'll just see about that filtration. We'll learn about that filtration. We'll just have a look on that particular how filtration is there. How you can just have a filtration process. See, here also written that solid particles in liquid. So you can separate it solid and liquid. So we'll just have a videos of